set where I want it, and because I'm gonna be sitting at my desk, it's harder to adjust. So we're just gonna leave it there. So no face at the beginning. So I will say hi. I will say bye to you guys. We will definitely do that. Beginning. So let me double check. We've got sound. This is great. Things are going. Doing something totally different today. Well, kind of. We're going to paint with one of the dot cards today, which I'm excited about. Like, I've wanted to be able to do this, and I'm actually somewhat caught up on making paint. So we will get to do that. But anyway, hi, I'm Elizabeth. This is Grace and Lottie's channel. We're in the studio today. Like my actual like normal studio, not in the kitchen, which they're right next to each other, but still. I've got a desk. Like this is like I can sit, I can do things. I'm excited about that. Be a little more comfortable to work from today. I'm looking for music right now, so hold on. My copyright free, relaxing, copyright free music. We'll do lo-fi spring vibes. How does that sound, guys? I think that sounds good. Anyway, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Hey, Boneheads! You're fine with this? A little different. Um, but there are times I have to show I can paint. I can do these things, right? Plus, I figured it's a good way to actually show the dot cards and how they work. Because I know a lot of people have questions about them too, but yeah, so I also got my desk in a new configuration. This is like my first time really sitting down with the desk in the new configuration. So I'm figuring out where I sit in relation to everything here with the camera. So we're gonna scoot over just a little bit to get my hand in a better positioning here. But yeah, there we go. This feels pretty good. Hope all's well. Yeah, it is so gloomy here today. So we've been in, you'll understand it was basically an atmospheric river. Um, we've basically been in that for a week now. And like this morning I woke up and our front yard was a little bit like had like flooded puddles in it and stuff. And we're in a little break, but the sun's come out. So we've got some thunderstorms getting ready to come in and give us even more rain. So it's rain upon rain, which we needed desperately. We were in a drought. So I'm not complaining about it. It's just, it's been a lot of rain. Like Lottie couldn't go out this morning because it was raining so heavy. Poor little thing. But anyway, we're good. From my desk, I basically just see a green tree, which is pretty sweet. Like I like where my desk sits and what I can see. So anyway, so let's kind of go through how the dot card works. We've got it right here. My normal over the shoulder view. So all I'm going to do is just add a dot of water to kind of reactivate the paint. Right here. Boom. I don't know what color I want to use first, so we're just going to kind of get them all a little bit awake. There we go. And I use so I'm using one of my ugly ones too. Like there were some that, like you can see here, I had a little bit of a green mess. So it didn't make it into the final batch that went out for sale. I was like, this is a great use for those. Oh, I forgot to move Lottie's food. I'm like, I'm hearing her from the other room. And I'm like, what noise is that? She's eating her lunch right now in my bedroom because that's where her food and water is right now. Okay. So let's go ahead. I am using Princeton brushes today. I like them. You could also use a water brush. I have water brushes as well, and I may switch to those. I don't know. Didn't last long, did it today, guys? I was live long enough to see that it decided to cut out. Okay. So right here, I'm trying to think the best way I can zoom out a little bit. Right there, so you can see my card. I think I want to start with orange and yellow in here. A little more water on my brush. Of my brush. And I'll zoom in now that you kind of see what I'm going to go for. And I did draw this mandala years ago. There we go. Some orange in there. Bright color right there in the middle. Next, I'm going to use the yellow. Hey, Karen, welcome in. I'm in the studio today. You can't see my desk right now to know that I'm in the studio, but you would know if you saw the desk. It's taken a little time to do something a little different in paint today. I hope you're having a good day. It's rainy here. Getting ready to get another round of thunderstorms, so. If you're in the US, I hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend, long weekend here. Ours was rainy, so we had people over to have an indoor picnic on Sunday, which was fun. Got a whole bunch of fried chicken. Since outdoor activities around here were all canceled, it was something fun to do. Now I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to get the black. And I want to create like this. That black is not woken up. Speaking of fried chicken, have you ever? No, I haven't. But it probably helps, like keep it crispy, like the way bakers use. I do not have that black reactivated well at all. Hey, Shrubs, glad you're here. Roman black is taking its dear sweet time to reactivate. There we go. It's starting to wake up. I'll read that chat in just a second. Excited to try it. It sounds interesting. I bet it's good. Okay, we're going to clean up this. The beautiful thing with watercolor is it's very correctable. There we go. case you were wondering, guys, I like bright colors, and that's why it's bright colors for today. Ah, still a little wet in there. We'll clean that up in just a second. I use a wet on dry method in case anybody's wondering. My paper is dry. That is the way I like to work. There are lots of methods for watercolor. I am not a watercolor expert for painting. There we go. Darken it a little bit here. I want it to feel like it's a little bit of a void here. Clean up that guy. Any others need a little cleanup? They all look pretty good. There we go. Okay. Next little set here. I think I want to do pink, and I'm trying to decide what color underneath the pink. 'Cause I want that little I'm thinking what color I want to do. And by the way, this is one of the coloring sheets that I have available at markets. So here I can zoom out, let you guys see the whole thing. Give you guys size. I'm working really, really small today. Which, for those of you who don't know, sorry guys. I was trying to rotate so that the legs of the thing didn't show. But yeah, to give you guys an idea on scale there. I've got my blue mug because I'm at my desk. Yep, here's the dot card I'm using. I'll be able to paint this, no problem. Like, I'll be able to paint multiples of these before it runs out of paint. So now, what color? I think we may do these as titanium buff. Just kind of do them as a real neutral kind of color to let because these are so tiny, I'm not going to do a whole lot of detail work. I'm going to like trying to make gradients or anything. This is tiny. We're just going to try to add color in. And I'm just going to go over the whole thing in here. I'll load my brush really good. There we go. I'm just going to make it basically not white. Can you tell doing something this tiny, I am used to color pencils. Would love to know what's everybody up to today. More flowchart work. Yes, Shrubs is doing flowchart work, guys. He sent me a picture of it the other day. It has lots of shapes. Ooh, comms meeting. Comms meeting sounds like important, doesn't it? At least it does to me. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds important in my world. Okay, we're gonna go with the pink now. Bright color time. Loading my brush. Okay, it's not looking very bright. I didn't load my brush very well. There we go. That's what I wanted. Little pink dots. Oop, a little too much pink there. Stencil. Yeah, his is a computer now. It auto generates the shape. Okay, I'm gonna soak up a little bit of the extra paint where it got a little messy here. Isn't that magic? Like, ew. Because the brush is the brush has wants to soak up. It just like boop soaks it back up. Visio. Okay. We're gonna go back to yellow now. I think. Yeah, yellow here. This is gonna be green, but I think these guys are gonna be yellow, and that beige will then make sense. And I'm gonna come back and add more black to that once it's dried. We're gonna go back in with yellow. And the cool thing is I can always go back and add in more color. Do a second layer to give it a little more oomph. But I thought with it being kind of a rainy day, this was a fun thing to do too. Like it's relaxing. I'm not trying to do any fancy techniques, just trying to paint. Yeah, Red. This is one of mine too. This is one of the coloring sheets that I have, or now I call them painting sheets. But yeah, I'm using the colors out of that guy. I'm actually using So, because I'm too cheap, I'm using one of the, like, misprints because like, it got messed up by the chromium green right there, so it's not one that's going out for sale. Too cheap to use a nice one. But I need time to paint a little bit and just enjoy my studio again. I haven't just sat down in my studio in a while. I think the last time I sat down in my studio to create was the stream that you guys saw where I was doing the strawberry shortcake. And yes, I know that still needs to be finished. It's sitting next to me right now as we speak. But I'm pretty much caught up on paint. We're gonna make paint tomorrow, um, but I'm caught up, which was for the most part, I don't need to make a whole lot. And it's like, I can actually take a minute and create. That's pretty much the last thing. Now, I was painting yesterday. Maybe when we hit light goals, I will show some of the things that I created yesterday. So I thought you might use watercolors on the gouache card. Yeah, I have those in there caught up. I know. I am somewhat caught up, which feels very, very weird. And I'm trying to be good and not like just come up with because I'm caught up, let's just do something new and add something else to it. Like we have hit this month's goals. Let's let's rather than trying to say, "Ooh, we're better than we thought we would be." It's like, no, we're gonna just let it be. There's an online store. I have one new product launching at this month's um, market. I have, and the new product isn't anything super crazy. It's that I took, so because this is, I'll zoom out. I'll show you guys what it is. So this card, so the brights, these 6 right here are a little mini palette. I'm making a mini palette out of these guys right here as the neutrals. That's all I'm doing is I'm creating a little 6 dot, the little 6 dot guys, the little circles. I'm making those to add in. That is what the new product launching is for this month. I'm like, this is enough. So, and the fact that the online store is completely front loaded with product. So, like, I'm not having to make things as orders come in. Like, I completely front loaded it. So, okay, now I'm going to start using my bright colors. It's bright color time. This is where we start getting a little more exciting. It's a new item. Yeah, it is a new item. Hey, Avery, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I'm getting to paint. So yeah, it's a new item. It's using stuff I've already got. I didn't have to order any new. Like for this month, I've got display. Like the main new things I'm adding is I'm cleaning up my displays. That's been a lot of what I've been working on and getting things organized as well as um the pigments I have ordered this month specifically are all just restock pigments. Aside from okay, Viridian and Zinc White, but those I think technically were last month, but I didn't so see, look at that pink. Isn't it pretty? I love alizarin crimson. It's not super light fast, so that's the bummer with it. But I'm painting something for fun right now, not something that I need to last for thousands of years, and I think a lot of times we need to think about that too. Is do we need a painting that lasts thousands of years? Or is the fact that it will only last for a moment also beautiful at the same time? I know, ephemeral. I love ephemeral. Yeah. I love the idea of things don't have to last forever, that they last within a time. I don't know if I've shared this story too. Like, I was one of the times I was first out showing some of my pieces, um, somebody set a piece on it and another guy there at the thing who I love to death. Okay. This guy is wonderful. He's been a great friend. Um, became highly protective of my work and like started like moving this lady's stuff off of mine. And it blew his mind that I was like, oh, if it gets a scratch on it, it's okay. It's part of its story then, that, oh, it's all of my stuff exists within when I created it and where it's been and the journey it's had with me. And so I was like, I was totally cool with that. Yeah. Brings enjoyment. Yeah. That's worth it. And I think we're so caught up with feeling like things have to last forever. Things have to be, we don't want to be forgotten. We don't want to be, all right, we want something to live on past us. And we kind of pick the wrong things to try to live on past us. I mean, I love you guys. I love you, my viewers, and everything else, but there will be maybe 2 or 3 artists this generation that will be remembered in 100 years' time. Yeah, a joy from the creating, from sharing the moment with you guys, like sharing this moment, creating this with you guys. That in and of itself is art. So, and because styles change and tastes change, the piece that you create, be honest, your great-grandchildren are not gonna be fighting over it. More often than not, let's be honest. It's okay. So what makes it precious is that it exists for the now, and we enjoy it for the now. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I'm gonna play with the green because all of these, when I made it, these pieces right here, I saw as leaves. So I'm gonna paint them as leaves. And I'm gonna use my chromium oxide green, which I'm gonna have to be a little careful with because that is a fairly opaque paint. It has a lot of coverage. What's funny is I grabbed a plate to be a palette, and I'm not using it at all. I'm just going straight off the card. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I really am. It's nice to sit here, and I do have something fun to show you guys here in a little bit. If you're in the Discord, you got to see that somebody in our household got a haircut. I have not disclosed who got the haircut. I am planning on going back in and adding more paint, especially on the crimson there, the alizarin crimson, the pink, to make it come to life a little bit more. See, where are we? 7 likes. Yeah, we'll do the reveal at 15. The birds are still singing, so we still got a little bit before the thunderstorm gets here. It's like I can tell it got dark again, got gray. The birds are still. The biggest joys in my life are the floating moments with my kids. Yeah. For example, husband is currently engaged in a tickle. Yes, the girls of the boys to play Ark Survival. So is it summer break there yet? I mean, I love the fleeting moments. I can see it as a floating moment too, like they kind of float in the air, they're I am also so thankful for the number of things we don't know that are our lasts, too. Like, I can remember the first time I'd never thought about this, and the first time somebody brought up, like, "Aren't you glad you don't know the last time that you will, like, carry your child?" Like, pick them up and carry them somewhere, and I'm like, "Yes, I am so glad I didn't know that." Okay. He is so ready. Friday it was a half day. Okay. Enjoying the summer break. Now that I don't have to pay attention to the school calendar, I have no idea where it is, and I kind of really love that. For sure. I'm so afraid of the last time I could pick them up. Yeah. Oh, and see, and I'm so thankful that, like, that thought never occurred to me, so that was not I don't know when it was, I can't tell you, and it's okay. And not as a joke also picking them up because there was for a video we did in San Diego, I picked up my middle school daughter and carried her like a 2-year-old. I can still carry all of ours. Yeah, you still can if you wanted. Mm, mhm. Yeah. Lucky shrubs. You can still carry technically, yes. Yes, the tiny things, the brief beauties in life. Yes, and I love that. Way more important than to whether your red paint will outlive you. Yes, yeah, that is a good point on flowers, they exist for now. Just having funny visual shows carrying them all now. I know, and picking them up. Okay. I'm gonna go back into the middle now and add a little more color before we work any further out, because it's dry enough now that I can mess with it. Come on, brush load. Use red paint, use green, give a light if you're not mean. We've used a lot of colors so far, haven't we? It's all right about the flowers. I've loved it. Yes. Hey, Tasha, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Doing something a little different here in that I am painting with my paints. Craziness, right? Oh, wildflowers. We have a house down the street from us that, like, their little drainage ditch part of their yard is, planted with wildflowers. Since we're so hilly, like, most of us have just, like, grass ditches in the sides of our like, by the road for drainage and stuff, and theirs is all wildflower planted. And it's neat to watch those, like, over the years because like, it starts off with a really big variety, and, like, most wildflowers now that it's on like, beds like that, like, now that it's on, like, year 4, I think, it's not as diverse as it was when they first planted it. Ooh, who smells in California? Tennessee is rainy today and wet. Can say. I have jars decorated after trees filled with the dried flower. Oh, fun. Okay, so funny little thing that I wish I would have picked up from the store when we were there was an ashtray, and I wanted it for the basement so badly. We were at, of all places, it was like a used video game and also had regular games. It was a whole mix of things. If you're from Louisville, it was on Bardstown Road, and that'll make it make perfect sense. Now you're like, oh, okay, no, exactly what. But they had an ashtray from Walt Disney World that looked like it had never been used from like the 80s. And I so wish I had picked it up. Not because I want it to actually be smoked in, but I just thought it would be so funny to have on one of like the side tables or coffee tables downstairs. Lucky we want rain. Yeah, I would love it. I would love to be able to flow chart. Shrubs has to get uh, ready for a comms meeting. I love to look at all their flowers, but I don't like to this. Asterisks come in handy for a catch-all. True, very good point. And this one was like in perfect shape, so it was like, oh, I don't think it had ever been used, and it wasn't expensive either. I think they were actually like 10 or 15 bucks. I mean, it really was like, I don't know why I did not pick it up that day. I really should have. Do you know what I did buy there? I bought Atari controllers, Atari 2600 controllers, and my Atari 2600 is still not working. And also, it was the paddle controllers and the regular joystick, so it wasn't just one or the other. I got both that day. Okay, I'm gonna try to get my black a little blacker in there. I wanna make it look like a good. I know, we have somebody here in our town who repairs it, and I just need to get it over there to them to repair it because it's the power supply. It was supposedly working before it was shipped. And the hard thing is there is no button on the outside to tell you if it is, like, actually working, like, if it's powering on, it's a matter of it sending out. Pong and Tetris? See, I am a Pitfall girly, and my other favorite game on the Atari is called Kaboom, and I have copies of them ready to go as soon as I can actually play. And my dad stopped smoking cigarettes. Most of the ashtrays became catch-alls, yeah. It's still funny for me to think about. I know your autocorrect is just really mean and red. It's weird for me to think about Papa smoking cigarettes. I don't remember that. It stays about the same. That's why I'm just coming back in, and this is the watercolor, not gouache, I'm using here, so that's why I'm trying to add another coat here. It stays pretty true. Look at that in just a second. I'm trying to finish the black, and then I will read the chats. There we go. Yep, I can fudge the lines. Easily just go back. There we go. Cleaned up. I know watercolor is so nice. Yes, I could totally fix. Like it's not a big deal. Watercolor is super, super, super forgivable. Um, where are we at on likes? 10 likes. My coffee's gotten cold. My coffee's gotten cold, guys. Give a like so I can warm up my coffee. Yes, I have. One of the cool things is when the brush you can dry it off, and if you like set the brush down, it like vacuums it back up. So it's like whoop, whoop. Yeah, 4 more likes for the puppy treats. Puppy treats, warmed up coffee, hair reveal, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, watercolor is super, super, super forgiving. If you're willing to just kind of take your time and not rush. We can also You can also create really, really cool effects when you do go quickly too. Like there's a lot of ways to work. Hair shrubs. We didn't say whose hair reveal. We haven't said who got their hair cut yesterday. Yeah, Egbert got a haircut. All that hair was Egbert's. Mm. Too runny when using watercolors. And that's um one of the things I like to use a lot less water. I use teeny amounts of water when I work, like comparative to what a lot of people do, just because I like the control from it. Um Okay, I know what color I want to use next. I'm going to use my manganese violet here, guys. Like, see that? I need to water it down just a little bit. I don't want it quite that dark, but I'm being a little messy with this color. I love this color. Dia, oh hi Dia, welcome. Yeah, I love the fact that painting is trial and error. Like you just keep doing it. So some to some extent, the ones I'm using aren't like super expensive, but they are designed, the Cotmans right here. They're not like the highest of highest ends, but I do find they work better than cheap brushes. It's like a balancing game. I agree. I think finding a good paint, like, obviously you wanna go above, like, a Crayola pan watercolor, right? Which I'm using this is the paint you guys see me make right now. That is what I'm using right here. Um, Paint makes a difference. A good enough brush makes a difference. I would definitely say, oh, and when you get that brush, be very protective of that brush. Like my watercolor brushes only do watercolor and gouache. They do not touch acrylics, even if they say they will work for both. My brushes stay in their medium. I could have done that in white, and that would have been like a good rest. I'm really bad at remembering to do white areas to give a rest. To keep your brushes in their mediums. They behave better. Like, there's nothing worse than, like, your favorite brush, especially if you do watercolor and stuff like that, getting gunked up with acrylic and then not keeping its shape. Like, to me, that is very, very, very disappointing. Paper makes a difference. This is my first time using some paper I ordered offline right here, or online right here, seeing. So, it's kind of interesting to see how it behaves. It's doing pretty good. It's asking to so oh, no. You do not use your fabric scissors on other things, especially, like, paper. Yeah, death sentence. Um, Sometimes because the spaces on these are so tiny and I like the colors in this palette, I'm not mixing today. I do, though. I also play with mixing pigments to make new colors as well. Like I can show, here's a piece. So like here, if you look, let me see, I've got, this is like so zoomed in. I used color, like this is actually 3 colors here working together to create that gradient in there. And then out here is multiple colors as well to create that. Um, so let's see, this one still is a lot of similar color gradients, but like right here, that's my indigo right there. This is manganese violet here again, right here. And then titanium white in the middle to kind of work it together as well. So there's some mixing. Here's the indigo by itself, really, really, really watered down. So I work hard on my shading. Not like it's using a pair of ah, but it makes such a beautiful, beautiful like edge. The decorative edge. How could they say no to that beautiful, beautiful zigzag? This just makes me remember I need to draw more mandalas. I enjoy doing it. And this was drawn pen and paper, not digitally. That's why you can see there's little like areas where like one piece was a little bigger. Yeah, I know the blue is really fun. Hey, Nessa, welcome. Glad you're here. Should watercolor paint be stored in an airtight container? I would say, because I sell mine dry, it's actually better that it's not 100% airtight. It needs to breathe a little bit. I like it that way. Like my storage right here, it's pretty airtight. Let me zoom out. This is my working palette. And this is technically gouache. My watercolor one's in the other room. You can kind of see here, it's a hot mess, but close to airtight. But it's not 100% airtight. It's actually good to let them dry between uses. Yeah. Acrylics, yes, you need to keep those airtight. They will just dry out. But yeah, watercolor, like natural breathing is good for them. Yep, no mold. We don't want moldy paint. We're at 12 likes, guys. Just a couple more. We'll be at break time. Oh, no worries, Isabella. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll be back to mixing paint tomorrow as normal. I have fun colors that I need to do. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. Starting to sell my watercolors in tubes. Yeah, I'm blind in one eye. Yeah. Um, so the way I do mine, uh, I mean, you've seen it as I store mine in the little squeeze bottles, and that makes filling the pans a lot easier. A whole lot easier. Okay, I'm liking that. I really like that. I want my pink to be more vivid. I forget that alizarin crimson, as deep as it looks, doesn't come out as deep as it looks. Oh. That sounds like fun. I'm gonna go back around these little guys. Yeah. It would be fine if I just filled to the top, but yeah. But people complain if it's not like overflowing. So, because I fill mine in little batches at a time so that they dry and they don't create the concave bits. But yeah, getting it to the overflowing. No, mine are sold to the top. That's where they get. Thank you, Fran, for the purchase over on Etsy. Super cool. Just trying to get that to be super, super vivid right there. I think we're slowly getting to the point there with this guy. 3 more likes. I know. We're going to pin that comment. We will pin that puppy. Let's go in yellow and oranges again. I did not clean my brush well. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up, Nessa. Thank you so much. Those 10 jewels. Super cool. We'll get Lottie her tree. You know what? I wanted to do that backwards. We're going to do the bigger one in orange. Let's clean that out. There we go. It'll be fine. I just realized I was just painting off camera. Sorry, guys. So sorry. I get going. I lose track of what I'm doing sometimes. Not on purpose. This little guy is so small that I want to be able to show everything, but oh, thank you for sending out Sherry shares. I knew that the painting stream today wouldn't get as many views. I was okay with that. Tuesday's like a low viewer day anyway. Um, like I knew it would be slower. Still good content to have, like to show this is what my paints look like when you use them. And I'm going to be using the same dot card all week. So tomorrow I'll be back to making paint for the couple of things I need, but I'm going to show just how far the one dot card will go in creating by using the same one all week. Thank you for sharing it around. The like, shares, comments, all of that help a ton. It really does. Touch is back. I'm spoonless today. Oh, relaxing. Glad you're getting to relax. I'm enjoying the relaxing. Getting to just sit and paint. Being in my studio. What's funny is like I've only showed the desk. I have sound panels behind me to kind of help. It's more so for decoration, but to help with some of the echo in the room for when I'm actually like recording, not just talking on my phone, which is what I'm doing right now. Like I'm not worried so much on the sound right there. Can we see the frog? We will go to the frog in a minute. We're going to be getting up in, let's see, we've got 14 likes. We need one more like. One more like, and we will get up. And then we will go get Lottie her treat. And we will get to do, oh, somebody heard a word she likes. Somebody heard a word she likes. She let a little head popped up. She is sitting on her YouTube throne right now. So, up, I think we hit the 15. We got the 15. Okay, are you guys ready for the haircut reveal? Let me adjust this like you can see the trees I see. This is my view from right here. Are you ready for the haircut reveal? Look at the haircut. Look at the little haircut. All of the hair in that bag came off of that little thing. You can see her little legs. Her little leg. Oop. She's so little. She's so little. She's so sweet. She's dressed. She's celebrating Memorial Day. So she's so sweet. She's my sweetie. Lottie got a star too. You're getting stars. Oh, she's so comfy. Yeah, she's wearing her celebration clothes. And see here behind me, those are my panels. You guys can see those right there. I leveled them back out. She loves her clothes, believe it or not. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the star for Lottie. Okay, Lottie, let's go get, come on, let's go get your treat. You get a treat. Come on. We have to get her treat. So yes, my hair is still normal. It is still all on my head. What was funny is I knew that the gray hair, the gray curly hair in a bag could be either one of us. So yeah, here we are back in the kitchen getting her treat. I still look normal. I have not changed. Okay, so oh, she does need. We've got to give a couple. We've got to get. She gets 3 right now. 3 peas. Let's get 3. I only got 1. There we go. 3 peas for Lottie. We have to like because I have to go to another room now. It's like we have to kind of save them up. We'll give her a bunch, but yeah. Okay. Look at her sitting. Hold on. She is sitting so politely here waiting. Do you see how polite that little face is? Is that so good? Is that so good? Oh, thank you. My treat is I'm going to warm up my coffee here in just a second. This is my little precious. This is my precious. Sweet girl. Sweet naughty. Okay, come on. Let's get the coffee. Warm up the coffee. I didn't bring it in here. I like using my blue mug because I think it looks prettier on the desk, personally. Fits with the vibe. So here, guys, for those of you who haven't looked at my studio closely, this is my studio where I work. Except now, most of the time, I actually work in here. I do not get to sit in my pretty studio, which in our house is what I call a glorified hallway. I'm going to show you the room a little bit more in depth here in just a second to let you guys see why it is a glorified hallway. So originally this was supposed to be the living room of the house, right? Right. designed to be a living room. Okay, so it's long, somewhat narrow. That corner right there, taken up by the front door. That corner is taken up by the door to the bedrooms. This corner, there's no corners here or here. So you have no corners to build the room off of when you're trying to figure out where am I going to put furniture, those type of things. Like you can't really set up. And this area, like from the front window to there is maybe 10 feet wide at most. Okay. So if I'm sitting right here on a couch, like I'm at the window, and let's say I have the TV on that wall, and I put a coffee table in front of me here, there's like no room to walk to get from the kitchen to the bedrooms and the bathroom. Okay. So trying to figure out how to lay out this room does not make it does not make sense. I mean, it's like it is a glorified hallway here. I don't know how else you could set this room up because no matter what, it's walking through. So like my desk sits fine right there, right? And like I can make this work, but yeah, it's just for walking. And my kitchen is huge, but that fireplace means that like how do you lay out cabinets? So my cabinets are all kind of crammed on that side over there. So even though the room is big, it's like a smaller kitchen for the size of the room. Like it's got a lot of extra room. So like basically that much of the room, which is a ton of the room, is a lot to do. Yeah. Awkwardly placed fireplace. Yeah, it's just it makes it very interesting. Like there were a lot of choices that like really forced a decorating hand. And the addition wasn't there. That was a patio originally. So that's why like the fireplace wasn't my house was built in the 60s. Yeah. It's just it's weird. It's super strange with those little things. The basement was finished when we moved in or when it was built. So there's another like loungy room downstairs, which still sits awkwardly and has the fireplace like directly below it. But it's about the same. The lounge downstairs is about the same size and same dimensions as my living room like the little living room, my studio upstairs. So, which was my streaming studio for a while, which set up as a nice, like lovely large room then because I basically divided it into two parts and it worked great. So, anyway, let's get back to work. Yeah. So those organic floor plans. Yeah. My house has some interesting choices that, like, you look at it and you're like, that was a definite choice, which I like. I mean, my house is definitely not like the super boring cookie cutter houses that are out there now in a lot of ways. It's had time to develop into its own thing. Okay, let's get back to this color. We're going to do some orange next. And I'm super blessed. I am blessed. This is our house. Like, this is mine. Yeah. I have a house. I have a place to live. Yeah, I'm incredibly blessed. I should not complain. And I think each owner, like, it's like there's been several owners here. Like each one has like left their own little footprint on it. The people who lived here before us fancied themselves DIYers. It has character, yeah. You choose the character, yeah. Like I chose to paint my trim black. Like all the rooms where I have painted, the trim is black. Meeting for a bit. Have fun in your meeting. It's a comms meeting, guys. Doesn't that sound important? It sounds like fancy themselves DIYers. So you understood my choice of words there. So some of it hasn't had to be fixed due to the fact that it was in rooms that aren't primary rooms. Um, there are they put in some like beadboard for the ceiling downstairs for like a wood ceiling. And rather than doing like the thing where they nail it in, they just screwed it straight into the ceiling. Shrubs is the luckiest, isn't it? And so that's pretty bad. They then the front, like the kitchen right now, the cabinets are painted with flat paint. So they're impossible to clean. Absolutely impossible to clean. So we're getting ready to do the like paint the kitchen. It really needs the floor needs completely taken up because the tile was another home job that was done badly. Um the main bathroom upstairs, both bathrooms need redone. Again, the one up here was another home tile job which wasn't done well. Um just a lot of weird choices everywhere. They tried to paint the floor downstairs but didn't finish painting it. Yeah, the renovation's done for you. We'll be doing so a lot of it now that we've done the expensive ones and the hard ones, we're, like, actually getting to the point that we can start doing some of the things. So that's kinda nice. Like, the way the house is laid out, I can put in like, a small kitchen downstairs without running any plumbing. Like, the plumbing's already there 'cause it's in the laundry room area, and the laundry room area is big enough that you could put in a small stove and some other things. Yeah, they did get their materials off the discount shelf at Lowe's. He worked at Lowe's. We know that. But, anyway, it was so it's gonna be some fun stuff. But, yeah, the painting the basement floor was also an interesting one. Like, it was supposed to be sealed and stuff before we moved in. It was not. And they picked a peach color. Like, I don't know if you've noticed the floor when we got upstairs. It is, like, the weirdest color ever. And just the type of paint choices. Yeah, here's how optimistic. The type of paint choices, like, it was a lot of flat paints where they shouldn't have used flat paint. Yeah, peach. They painted concrete. Rather than just leaving it as concrete, they painted the concrete peach. No, we didn't have any carpeting left in the bathroom. They did paint, so the downstairs bathroom still has its original tile, but they painted the tile with, like, wall paint, not like the special paint you're supposed to use on tile. So it's peeling off. And they painted it bachelor gray. So whatever cute little quirky fun that bathroom had originally with the tile, because it was like that 60s color, it probably was at some point. The one up here would have been. The one downstairs, no. It had the little like square tiles from the 60s to where like the wall tile matched and then the bottom was kind of like a speckly version of it. Yeah, the crime scenes. The upstairs bathroom had somebody at one point who lived here who had some major health issues, and they were trying to make it super like a more of a therapeutic bathroom. And so they put in a jacuzzi tub, but didn't take care of the jacuzzi tub. Like it's a shower, but I have a jacuzzi jets in my bathtub upstairs. And supposedly they put a bidet in where a sink was, but then they removed the bidet. So now I just have pipes sticking out where you could see where it would be a great spot for a second vanity. But that was when the upstairs bathroom got its and they did the bad tile job. So, okay, hold on. It was, yeah, it has had several. So there's a lot also next to us that we want to purchase back. It was originally part of this lot. But there was a foreclosure in the late 80s, early 90s. At least I think it was in the 90s. It may have been the early 2000s. Our next door neighbor has lived here for years and she gave me the lowdown on a lot of things. And the property got divided then, and I want the lot back desperately. In my we win the lottery reno, that's where the pool goes. Right now, there's just a garage on the lot. I am not showing you guys. I'm too busy thinking about all my renos and my dreams. Back. It's actually letting me back in today, so that's good. I don't enjoy getting booted, but it's at least letting me back. And your granny pod. Yes, the granny flat goes there too. It's the pool house and granny flat. Also, if my business grows enough for with the online stuff, we've also talked about purchasing it for me to have to use now as the storage space. But yep, so that is our dream. One step at a time, yeah. I don't think anybody'd mind us having the pool there. Not out of our neighbors who would be like more than welcome to come use it. So those are our dreams. I also think it's cool to have dreams. Like a lot of people, I've learned with my kids, I am surprised at the number of 20-year-olds, 19, 20-year-olds who don't have any dreams. And to me, that's sad. Oh, story time. Yes. Coming in with black now. For those of you just joining in, if you haven't been with us, I am painting a mandala today. Normally I'm making paint, but I'm using one of my dot cards to do this. I'm using Roman black right now. I didn't get it wet enough, so it's taking its dear sweet time reactivating. This week I will be painting with the bright and neutral dot card, having some fun with it. Just kind of show how many paintings you can do with one dot card. I'm gonna go back around a second time, darken up the black here. not have dried enough. Almost done this color. You guys know that Princess Anna, Queen Elsa, and the Snow Olive saved a baby oh my goodness, they saved a baby reindeer. I'm so glad to know they saved it. I did not know they saved it. Okay, there we go. Bright colors going, totally. And then they brought it to a royal ball. Because where else would you take a baby reindeer to? The royal ball is the natural choice. We all know that. They are the real heroes. Wow. Good book. I bet you were, like, sitting on the edge of your seat, like, "Yes, I get it." Yeah, wow. The Disney World is very clearly different than our world. Okay. We're going back with green now. Back to green, back to green. Guess which paint needs waking up. See, the first half of the book is I'm trying to find flowers for the ball. Wow. I'm like imagining like the writers right now, like when they're like figuring out the plot, they're like, you know what this needs? It needs more reindeer. I don't think we've got enough reindeer in this story, clearly. I have not let this set long enough. There we go. Just to prove this can act, you can water it. I like it bold though. The scene from Elf. See the first one. It's just so like all of a sudden they're in their own little world. Like, yes, we need more. Yeah, they're definitely workshopping it. More reindeer, but I feel like the story is yeah. That does make sense that he would be the one with the reindeer, right? Like the others would be the supporting cast on this one. We have a dog barking outside, and Lottie hears it. This is like rambling fan fiction, this book. You know, maybe they're trying to pay their authors a little less, so they're just taking the fanfic submissions now. They're saying, here, we'll give you, in exchange for this book, you get a ticket to the park. And everybody's like, yay! Rather than paying real authors to write these books. I am being really messy here. Let's clean that up. Let's clean these up. Write a story about your favorite characters for a free meal at the character meet and greet. Yes, exactly. Nothing beats a Jetsu holiday. Oh. You know, while you're here, if you just write a story, you sign away all rights, all royalties. Fill more pages. Yeah, just drew. It's like the flower story is good, but it's only like 4 pages worth of story. Good, so we need this to be at least 12 pages. So what else could we have them do? Thing is, we're giving this way too much thought. Yeah, we are definitely adultery. Bring. Yeah, we're thinking way too much about this. This book was probably an intern's project. They were giving 2 hours to write it. Yeah, more thought than the actual author, clearly. Yeah, the girls liked it. The boys taking it apart along with us. The story doesn't make sense. He gets it. He gets it. I love my kids. Nothing like overthinking a kid's Disney book. The direct to V yes, exactly, the just that so that used to be how they trained animators, was the direct to VHS pipeline, was they would their new animators would start there, and since that doesn't exist like it used to. Yeah, was it Punishment Projects? That is really fun. So, my kids growing up only had Shrek available to watch. For a while, they had, like, Nintendo, DS cartridges. It says actually, I think it was for, like, the Game Boy Advance is what they were actually put out for, and so my kids got we joke that the only way to watch Shrek is in 240p because they got so used to watching that, like, horrible version, where, like, there's no resolution, the frames aren't even all there, but that's the way they know it. "Welcome back, Nessa." So the running joke in our family about Shrek. Which in the day before, like, having iPads and being able to like, we had a VHS player in our van, but it didn't work. So that was, like, the way they could watch a movie. There was no we didn't have iPhones at that time that we could just stream a movie on at any given moment. That didn't exist. So, portable media. Like, the show iCarly, I think, was available, and A Fairly Odd Parents, like, there really wasn't that much media, even though it was a brilliant format to let for it. I had a portable DVD player. Yes, it was basically a laptop with no internet, yeah. Mm. So I liked the fact that the PS1 or was it the PS2 Slim? I think it was just the PS1 had um, a display you could add to it to make it like a standalone gaming device, which I thought was pretty cool. It may be the 2, but I'm pretty sure it was the PS1. But I remember those little DVD players. We weren't that cool. I always more of a tablet. It's console gaming is something that I really um, so the one reason I like and I miss console gaming and the way it used to be, not necessarily the way it is now, but the way it used to be, was for me that always seemed like more of a like in-person cooperative kind of game where it was something you did together and it was more social. Now, most games aren't set up for you to play with your friends sitting around a TV together, which I miss. Really agree with that. Yeah, Mario Kart. Yes, so much to get to do those things together. And I wish there were more games out there for that. I like my own tabletop Pac-Man. Yeah, oh, yes. To have a little like that table unit, that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. So, Shrubs found the other day that, like, there are a bunch of old school Pizza Huts that are, like, resurfacing out there, where they're purposely, like, making it look like the old school Pizza Hut, complete with the tabletop Pac-Man. And I'm kind of like, I wanna do a road trip and go to an old school Pizza Hut. Not from your algorithm. We'll blame it on Peach's algorithm. Peaches seems to get, like, the some of the stranger ones, like, the number of times Peaches has seen, Silver Teeth, and I'm like, I feel bad because it's like Silver Teeth is showing up in their algorithm now. But yeah, to go to like, go have the old school Pizza Hut experience, I would love that. Like, I would almost feel like I would need a book it certificate to make the full experience, right? I am here to get my free personal pan because I read 5 books this month and wrote a book report on them. Yes, book it certificates, right? Ooh, the salad bar? Yes. Like, it has the hanging lights, the tablecloths, the red plastic cups, like, everything we remember from a Pizza Hut, they are there, and I'm like, "I so need that." Yeah, oh, honor roll, yeah. I know, I need to go to this. So, there were pizza places that were in San Diego that had I can't remember the name of it, the pizza place, but they were a local chain, and they had, like we had one that we could walk to from our house in La Mesa that had the, Pac-Man machine and that type of stuff, yeah. Take me with you. Yes, I would we can find one. I don't know how far we're gonna have to drive because there aren't that many, which is so sad because there's so many restaurants around that you look at me like, "It used to be a Pizza Hut." It's like Pizza Hut needs to claim them back. You know Gen Z would go. Gen Z would be all over that. There we go. Let's see where we are. Look at this so far. We're gonna go around that with blue. I think they come up with retro pizza. Yeah, by themselves. I think it's turning out pretty good. Oh, I could pull out. Do you guys want to see the original? I think it's in here. Pretty sure it's right here next to me. It's a non-standard size. Okay. Here is the original drawing. You'll be able to see because like the pencil marks are still there on it. So that's the original. Sure, I have one photo done on. Maybe it's in here. I am looking for I have an artwork. I did this on Bristol. Where is it? Because I can show you, I've got like pictures of the artwork. I'm looking for the original because like this is it in a small version. Like that's the original that I did years ago. The one of the paintings I've done with it. But that's just a picture of it. Where is the original? That's a good question. I thought it was right here. I was wrong. Okay, it's not where I thought. That was one evening in front of the TV with the family. I remember it. I hold up in the recliner that was this was in our house in Louisville. That's how long ago I drew it. So this would have been 2017, I think I drew it. I've got some art in here, I think. No, I don't. I was wrong. There's nothing in there. Those are all small. Oh, where did I put it? This is, if you guys knew how often this happens to me that I can't find artwork that I know I have because I put it in a different. Now, this isn't finished stuff in here. That's just paper. And that's beading paper. It's not over here. I'm gonna have to think about where I put it. Oh, it may be in here. This has been sitting here right now. Let's see. Are you in here? Yes, it's very possibly in here. Hold on, real quick. Here it is. Here's the original. The first time I colored this. It's right here. You guys can see what that looks like. And this was done with, uh-oh. My chat disconnected. That's weird. Haven't seen that. But I did them with a different I did them with these guys. It's like you can wet these, and that's how I like created like the watercolor effects with it on Bristol. So there you go. You can kind of see I played with purple in here. So real fun. And then you shrink it down quite a bit. Kind of lose some of the color because there it is tiny. But yeah, it was really fun to do. And fun to remember doing it. Like it's been so long. Like it's fun to go back and remember your old pieces. That's for sure. But yeah. So let's get back to this one. Okay. Gonna do these right here in blue. I've never seen chat disconnect before. That was weird. So hopefully you guys are able to chat. You're not like screaming, "We can't talk to you. Please see us." It is fun to go back and revisit pieces too and do them in totally different colors and see how they look different. Let's test. There we go. I see you. I see you. Chat is there. Yeah, we're still here. You're still there. You two didn't totally boot you. I can't remember if I colored that one on stream. I may have done a video doing that one. It's possible. I don't remember. It's been so long. That is way before I did the YouTube thing. Yeah. It would have been early in the channel. Like that would have been like the first year that I had the channel that I did that too. So it would be way back there. Not me making a mental note to try to hunt that down later. It's and I could look it up. Let's save real quick. I can look on my iPad without even stopping my music. Let's see here. Go to studio. Okay, content. videos, type videos. Scroll back here. Let's see, did I do this as a video? Okay, I'm back to the very beginning of the channel. I'm going through, there's that one. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of my mandalas. Yep, Pentel marker mandala color along from 8 years ago, 9,000 views. Share video. Copy link. There it is. It's dailyish, yeah. There we go. It's there. That video exists. Pentel marker mandala color along. Oh, it's probably painful, guys, but it's there. It actually did pretty good. I need to do more videos like that. Like, I'm looking at some of these view counts. It's like, I would love to have some of these view counts right now. Like, yeah, I've got 166,000 views. Let's go on that one. 8 years ago, but still. Let's see, my most viewed video. Let's see if it's still here. I'm looking to see if I can find it. Because it took, let's see, I did it in July of that year. Guys, now I'm looking. Now I'm just going through my channel. I'm sorry. You guys got me distracted. Can't bounce. Where did it go? There it is. 386. Okay, I was curious how many this one had. 386,000 views is my biggest video. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, I'll take the fault on this one. Yeah, I got totally like, it's not titled that. Oh, it is still titled My New Compass. It is still there. Early years of the channel, guys. 10-year-old videos shot on an iPhone 4. So please watch it and remember that fact that I was using an iPhone 4 at that time. Okay, back to work. I have lost like all my viewers now doing that. What's for dinner? Shrubs, what's for dinner tonight? Shrubs did the meal planning this week. I don't know what's for dinner. I was correct about something. I was correct. Wait a minute. What's caught on film? What did I do? Oh, that you were correct on the title. I really thought I retitled that one. That's why. That's what you were correct about the title. It's like it took me a second. Tonight is Greek herb chicken. Okay, cool. So we have a friend from San Diego who is now making, she lives here. We met her here. We did not know her in San Diego, but she is from San Diego. Who's making fresh tortillas, and she gave us some to try, and they were so good. And we had al pastor tacos last night. They were so yummy with fresh homemade tortillas. No worries. Ooh, water balloon fight? That sounds like fun. Enjoy your water balloon fight. The closest we're getting here is dodge the raindrops, which is kind of like a water balloon fight with Mother Nature. This is the closest we get to rain. Yeah, it's kind of like rain. I think it is rain adjacent, definitely. Doing a second coat on this guy. Oh, good. Enjoy your water balloon fight. There we go. Next round done. We're slowly working our way out. More yellow. More yellow. If you're playing music, we're just getting occasional sounds. I am. It's so funny that it doesn't come through. It's literally next to me right here. I'm trying to keep it. I wish it would play better until I get my new streaming setups figured out and purchased. Because there's no reason this couldn't have been done fully dual streamed, but I don't have a computer to do it. Because I'm in the studio right now. Oh, guys, 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 we need to figure out that iPhone nose gate. My shipment's here. Pigments have arrived. We could try to figure that one out. Because especially in here. No, my ultramarine blue, cobalt. Oh, but there is something. We'll have to unbox that. We will unbox that tomorrow, guys, because there is something special in that one. But it isn't the special one. We're still waiting on that one. The one that's coming from very far away. It isn't that one. My Alizarin Crimson was not wet. Can you tell? Gotta let that one soak in a little bit and wake back up. It's waking back up. It had dried back out. Yeah, 'cause I have plenty of room to set it up here. It's unused. Yeah, it's not being used. It was a business expense. It is. I do own that. Okay, next I'm gonna use some more of that manganese violet that I barely touched on this. One of my favorite colors, and I've barely used it. We're gonna go in back here. Whew, this is a lot to go around right here. Try not to get those little bits. There we go. Shrubs, do you think you could shoot Bug a message to ask him to clear that? Because he said he had stuff he needed to get off the hard drive to get that stuff off. Stayed out of the white dots, but I made a mess in my yellow there, guys. There we go. Next section. Okay. Oh, I'm bumping the power for my light. I was like, why did it just get dark? It's my foot. Okay, next section. Okay. Looking good. There we go. There we go. Next section. Slowly working my way through all this. So much little detail. Okay. Thanks for saying something. I'm like, I've gotten all quiet. I'm in here just kinda chilling. Just working on my little piece here. Enjoying this color. I absolutely adore this color. Yeah, going around in a circle, everybody just sitting here calm, watching a little bit of painting. We're almost there. See, that's where we gotta get to. This is the most detailed of the whole thing because 'cause I'm gonna leave the little dots white. They're so small on this. Okay, and the last little section. Oh, I've got 2 sections. I don't know why I thought I was done on my last one. I thought I was on my last one. Uh, yeah, not paint, yeah, just the paint, the white background. Okay, there we are. Yay. Let's get some orange. Let's do some orange. The orange wakes up fast. These little guys are gonna be orange out here. There we go. Couple of spots that need another coat, but that's gonna finish it for stream today. I'll do another coat off camera, but it'll get it. You guys, I'll post. I might do a short or something with it too. Because I want to show too what you can do with a white pencil and some other stuff with it. So that will be all of this at the end. I think it looks really good. Thank you, Barbara. Welcome in. Um, I had a lot of fun getting to paint. I haven't painted like that in a while. And it's really different because here's the one that I did years ago, 10 years ago, the original that's much larger on stream. So you can see the difference. This one's a little smaller, but the colors are so different. So it's fun to see it in different colors like that. So anyway, I've enjoyed getting to hang out with you today. That's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow we'll be back to mixing paint. Well, making paint. I won't be mixing any pigments tomorrow, like mixing pigments. I'll be making paint. They will be single pigments. Tomorrow, back in the kitchen. So normal programming. But yeah, look forward to seeing you then. It's been fun to get to hang out with you today. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday. And here, real quick, let Lottie tell you bye. Say bye, Lottie. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.